morning, guys. Today's video is probably going to be a lot of different things. We'll see. We have a list about a mile long because what else do you do in the middle of the pandemic but do some more projects? It's good morning, pigs. It's spring, so we are building a chicken coop for my brother-in-law, working on some garden stuff, working on gates and fencing and a lot of stuff like that. So we're going to do some chores and then we're going to get started. Jeremy's over there. You can't see him. He's about to let our mama cow and baby out for the first time. So we'll see you guys here in a minute. Supposed to be really nice today, like mid 50s, mid to upper 50s, but it was below freezing last night. Hoping that we didn't lose our fruit trees. I gotta open this Megan Chief's bottle. So I'm hoping we didn't lose all our fruit. All of our trees have budded out, and for the last several years we've lost pretty much everything fruit wise to late freeze in early April, but it's like mid-March, and I really didn't think that it was this really mild, that they would have budded out this early, but they have. So we have peaches, pears, plums, and apples, and for the last few years pretty much apples are the only thing that we've gotten. And I don't think we've planted the right variety of apple. I think the ones that we have must be for like cooking, because they don't taste very good. But we all really like peaches, and we have yellow plums, which I don't know that I knew existed. And we have red plums. And we've never had pears. The pear trees get blistered every year, so hopeful maybe they'll survive. It's hard freeze. It's supposed to be really nice this week, like in the 70s, so I'm hoping to have a lot of content for all of us while we're social distancing. But the next 2 days are going to be pretty busy. Jeremy's list is pretty long of things that he wants to get done, which is good. Let's go. Hey, Chief. So I've been keeping him locked out of the barn at night, and he figured out how to blow through my tarp door last night. So I was not real pleased about that, because I really don't want him pooping and peeing in the barn, because it just makes the moisture a lot higher and harder to keep dry, especially right now because it rained for a solid week and everything is very, very wet. The dog's been digging holes. Oh, he's already out here waiting. What do you think, buddy? Are you ready for breakfast? The last few mornings, really since I've moved him out here, I had to encourage him to come outside. So let me get his bottle set up real quick. So we're gonna have to do something a little different. It's gonna be too low pretty soon, but this has worked out pretty well. It's just tied to the fence with some baling wire. He's getting nice and big and good, and he's finally figured out that he can get his feet wet. And he won't die, which has been a struggle. Oh. Well, this is why he can get out. It's not even windy, so he must have done this, which is really... So they've totally torn up my door. So you can see they've fixed that. But we have to feed the pigs first. But it is very, very muddy. Looks like this cow and calf have not been as cooperative as he would have liked. We let the cows out. Oh, gotta get in here and get this fixed. I hear Mo and Larry. What do you think, Cutie Pig? So, bowls for them. They've actually been keeping them. Come here, Tune. In good spots, and they haven't moved. And that's probably because of the mud. So this is there, and I showed this, I think I showed this in a video, in Cece's video, but I took down this week for some stress relief. There was fence kind of here, and I took all that down. So that's been good, but you can see all the water from the rain. Poor guys, there's plenty to eat, but getting to it has been problems. Let's go feed girls and fix our door. Go feed the boys and the girl cows. Hope that Mama Cow makes it down the chute sometime today. She doesn't look to be in any hurry. She's just hanging out with her baby. These guys don't like being last. Bless them. Say good morning. Good morning. So, I don't know how much of that you can see, and you could see, and I didn't think to explain, but I'm feeding Twiz and Pixie and Poppy all separated too. So the way things have been working out, so that all the nursing mamas get extra food, and Pixie's still pregnant, so she's just trying to make better use of my feed instead of just feeding everybody all the same thing because they don't all need it. So Poppy has been struggling with parasites, so I've been feeding her in this kennel just to make sure she's getting enough to eat. And then I put this little pallet right here, make a makeshift fence, and feed Twiz and Pixie over here. And so that means basically that Padme, Daisy, Zelda, and Link are eating in here, which you could see, and then all the other mamas, and then Tink kind of gets lumped in with her mom. She's been staying with Cece and the babies at night, and it's actually been working out well. Cece's been tolerating it, so yeah. So Link, I don't know if you can tell, you can see that kind of mud on his butt, has runny poo, so we're gonna worm him. And Poppy's getting a supplement called Red Cell right now, which is got a lot of iron in it that helps build red blood cells if you have a goat that's struggling with parasites or just struggling to recover. Her color is looking better and better, but she's not really gaining weight. So none of the wormer's working, but I need her to gain some weight. So this is what this looks like. It comes in this big giant container. It's for horses. But it works really well. So she's getting some of this. So our second project for today after the gate is to plant potatoes and carrots. So I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. So these are protein tubs or sub tubs that we use for the cows, and they're cleaned out. And we screwed with a little hole bit, some holes to drain. We're going to put the soil in. We're going to cut out the potatoes and put them in there and then cover them with dirt. So I'll show you guys what that looks like when we're done. Okay, so this is 1.5 cubic feet of raised bed soil, and I'll show you the bag that we put in each protein tub, and that it looks like it's gonna be plenty for the carrots. This is carrots, potatoes, and then we buried 5 potatoes, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll be able to add soil to these as they get bigger, so that's really great. And I think 5 plants is probably going to be the max. They may even end up having to like weed one out and do 4. So yeah, so that's how that's working. Little containers. These are great. We use these for all kinds of things. These old sub tubs. So that's the rest of the garden. So it kind of goes in a row because this is south. And so the sun's going to come across this way, and that way none of the plants will block the sun. We ran into that last year. So yeah, that was our second project. We've also fixed the lawnmower today. We fixed the clutch and did some other things on the lawnmower, and now I don't know what we're gonna do. It's about 3 o'clock. And so here we go. We've got some extra over here. We'll go show you these bags of dirt. And so for potatoes, you get seed potatoes and you put them in a warm spot and let them sprout, like the eyes sprout, and then you chop them up so there's 1 or 2 eyes in each like chunk. Let them dry and then plant them, if you didn't know. So this is the soil that I used last year and what I'm using this year. It's about $9 a bag at Lowe's. And I didn't have to add anything to it all summer and grew amazing things. And so we planted, to show you, these have really sprouted out, probably too much, but see how it's kind of sprouted. It doesn't have to be that much. You just cut it out and stick it in the room. See, hi girls. Everybody's noisy, being crazy. What you doing? Hi. And so I'm really excited about this fence. And so we've taken the panel that was back there, we've moved this and made a hanging gate, which is what we were doing this morning, and it's got some welded wire to keep the goats from going through, but this makes them, moving them in and out and going through over here, a lot easier, and it gives us access to this as a pen. And they ate all this grass down in about 3 seconds. So I don't know what we're gonna get it up to next, but we'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so third project for the day is a hoop coop for my brother-in-law, and I'm gonna show you a little bit of what we have so far. I'm just gonna kind of film as we go instead of film while we build it, since not everybody wants to be a YouTube star. Okay, so this is how it works. So it's got cattle panels and then a frame out of 2x4s, and so these are what, they're 101 inches long. It's a square. This is 4 2x4s, and then you can see this is a 1x2 that is screwed in kind of as a cleat to hold up the panel. And then it's 2 16-foot cattle panels, and we use fence staples to staple them into the 2x4, and then they're attached with hog rings. And so that's where we are so far. Now we're gonna frame in the door and the back, and I'll show you that when we get done. Okay, so we're finishing up the day. I thought I'm gonna give you a quick update on the garden because I don't feel like I've done that, and then I'm showing you planters, and that probably doesn't make any sense. So we have the 4 boxes, and I think I've showed you guys this. So the plan is, right now I've got onions and garlic planted in these 2 boxes, and we're gonna get rain tonight, so I'm not gonna water. And my garlic is starting to sprout. I'm really excited. I've got a couple of garlics popping up, and then onions, and you'll have to, we have cats, and I haven't put my nets up, so a couple of the bulbs have been dug out because we have cats. Tomatoes and cucumbers in those boxes, and then when these are dug up, we're gonna do squash, zucchini, and green beans in these. And then in these buckets, I've got red potatoes, yellow potatoes, and carrots, and just kind of a few of each. And we're probably gonna do, you have to add dirt to potatoes, so that's why they're kind of the way they are. Add dirt to these as they go along, and we might do a couple more buckets. And so again, because of the sun, the way the sun moves this direction, that way nobody's shaded. This is how far we got on the hoop coop today, and I'll link the plans for this in the description, so you'll know the cut list and all those things if you want to make one. It's a chicken coop, so my brother-in-law is going to put laying hens in this. We use these for meat birds, and so we dismantled one of ours that was all rotted out and used these cattle panels, but everything else is pressure treated lumber. And so we made the back support. This is just a 2x4, and we just held it up and measured it really based on the panels, because our panels are kind of warped, and then cut the angle with our chop saw, and then so use a fence staple on both sides to hold it in place, and then measure the support beam, cut it with the chop saw. Again, there's a fence staple, and he used a whole jig to screw it together. And this is a hole jig, if you didn't know. It allows you to make pre-drill holes at an angle so that you can kind of toenail boards in without splitting them. And then this is the frame for the door. So again, we just kind of measured based on where the panel is, because these panels are bent, so it wasn't exactly even, and then stapled them in with the fence staple. So tomorrow we're gonna build the door, and we'll wrap the bottom in chicken wire, and we'll wrap all the way around in chicken wire, and then we'll wrap all of this in chicken wire on the top, and then we'll cover it with a tarp. So the hoop, the whole hoop will be covered with a big tarp, and the back. That will keep them protected. And we're gonna hang some nesting boxes back here. And like I said, we've used this for meat birds in the past, but not for laying hens, but it's gonna work out. And he'll be able to just, so there also will be support braces here. Tie a rope and to the front, and then move them to fresh grass, so that they can be on fresh grass but be safe. They have dogs, and so they wanted a coop that they could keep them in, where they could still be outside and get grass and not cooped up all the time, but where they didn't have dogs chasing them. I think Jeremy's gonna try to build the door out of these cedar fence pickets that we had left over from building some garden boxes for them as well. So those were today's projects. I'm actually remembering to bring you guys out for evening chores, which I never do because I'm always so tired on weekends. I'm really excited about this gate that we built today, and I don't remember if I showed you guys that we use zip ties. So we just ended up using zip ties instead of baling wire. It just ended up being easier for us because we had a bunch to tie this up, and no one's escaped today. How'd they, Link? How'd they, buddy? You know, we haven't escaped. We can't put our feet up here though, Mom. Hi, bud. So they ate this grass down pretty quickly, so I'm really excited about next week getting them out here to eat some of this long grass. I'm a troublemaker. My last little pregnant girl, and I'm thinking that Pixie, she's our last pregnant one, bred on her first breeding date, and that second heat she had was a false heat because she is looking more like next week rather than next month. Hi, Chief. Mama's gonna get you a bottle, buddy. Yes, I know, it's dinner. It's dinner, Mom. And it's gonna rain tonight, so I guess I'm gonna have to make sure he's locked up with the girls. We're gonna feed the pigs. So this is my new kind of nighttime routine. I will not start milking in the evening until all the babies are weaned, but I plan on milking in the morning next week. So I've got to get, it's been rain because we've had so much rain. I need the babies to be locked up with their moms, and so that everybody has a place to sleep, because I'm having to put the tarp down and all that. But when it's not raining, I'll be able to just lock them up in a pen. But my thought is that I'm gonna make a corner of one of the stalls a baby pen with some chicken wire, so that I can still use the pins. Almost fell. Okay, so pigs. Is it dinner time, Pickles? Putting the feed here because it's on some rocks. And they can ferret out kind of these bigger rocks so we can pick them up and move them. And because it's been so muddy, I'm gonna get in here. Probably not tomorrow, it's gonna rain again overnight and tomorrow, and get these buckets sometime next week. Because you can see this one like is completely sunk down in the mud. Pull them out and move them. So it's just a really muddy spot in general, so they don't have to stand in the mud and eat. We'll move them back up where they are. Duke Duke! Are you being shy? Look at that fluffy tail. Okay, it's fine. So hope you guys are doing okay. I know this has probably been a really rough week for some of you guys. It's been an interesting week for us overall. Very stressful. Our spring break is next week, so I'm hoping to do, I don't know when this video is going to come out. I hope sometime in the beginning of next week. So it's Saturday, March 21st today, so I'm hoping that this comes out next week, like Tuesday. Hoping to get a video out early tomorrow, and yeah, so I'm hoping to do some content, at least have something positive and happy. I hope you guys are taking care of yourself from a mental health perspective and provider. Like, it is, I don't even know what to do for people at this point other than just reassure them and, you know, encourage people to kind of do the things that they know help them with their mental health, because it's so much unknown, and that's really hard for people that suffer from mental illness. No matter what it is, my anxiety's been off the charts this week just because I just don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to work from home and do that responsibly. It's been a challenge, so I hope you guys are doing well. And I'm going to keep you with in lots of farm and fun content. And we just stayed really busy today. We're both really tired. So let's go feed Chief. Okay, so we have the bottle. But he's run back in the barn, I'm sure, so we'll see. Hopefully he's still out here. Gate. Chief! Chief, come on, buddy! There he is. Let's see if he'll come. Come on, bub! There he is. Come on, buddy, let's have dinner. Let's have dinner. He knocked the bottle up over the fence and on the ground this morning. Okay, so we're gonna feed these guys. So I am feeding everybody who's nursing or pregnant at night. So grass is coming in, but we've stopped. They've got a little bit of hay left. That's the idea with building the fence out here, is to get them on grass and to get them off a really worn out pasture. So what I'm gonna do really quick is separate everyone out, and then I will show you what I do. Okay, so this is my setup right now. So Poppy is getting a little bit extra to eat because she's been really wormy and she's lost quite a bit of weight. She's looking better color-wise, but this is really just a little bit of extra green to help her put some pounds back on, which is, I think, going well. Pixie, obviously still pregnant, so the one with the horns. Twiz here on the left is mom, and she has Huckleberry. She was the first one to give birth, so they're getting extra pellets. Cece is getting extra pellets. Tink's in here because she sleeps in there, and then those two got extra pellets, and Link snuck in there and I forgot to get him out. So they're in with their babies. Everybody's in with their babies, and so my plan is to probably in this back pen take some chicken wire and make a corner and put the babies in there, and then they can still sleep close to their moms if it's raining. Chief's back in, so I can close them up. There's our new kitten playing with Hank. So yeah, I just kind of put this pallet up here. Poppy stays in the kennel. I have to drag her out. They pretty much stay there. They're done, so I'm gonna put them back in. And all the babies are doing really well. So we named this one Cedar, this one Pine. Had some help with those, and that was a lot of fun. They're already acting like boys. They'll be a week old tomorrow. This is my Giraffe, if you didn't know. Put them back in there, getting restless. And I'm gonna get Link out because Bunny looks real thrilled about him being in there. And then those three, I'll go in and show you. They're normally in a little cuddle puddle. There we go. Oh, I think I'm gonna go in there. So you can see my little cuddle puddle down there. They're pretty used to the routine. They're ready for bed. I'm gonna get Link out of there, and that's why they haven't laid down. Cece, ready for bed. Padme, Huckleberry, Twizzy and him usually sleep there. He likes sleeping right next to the girls. So probably what I'm going to do, since these guys favor this corner so much, is go, like I said, from this post. Probably over there to maybe where that hook is, and have this whole like corner and put the babies in there for now. Just for when it rains. On a night it's not going to rain. I won't worry about it. It's warm. I will not lock them in when it's usually this time of year. This is just too hot. But it's going to be in the 40s tonight, so they'll be fine. Say hi, Padme. Okay, well, I'm going to clean out poop out of my hanging feeders in here and get Link out of the stall and get everybody ready for bed. Say hi, Patty. Poor girl, her life has been a little shook up with mom having new babies. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, just hanging out with us on a Saturday and all the crazy things we're getting done while trying to socially distance ourselves from other people. I've utilized a lot of pickup and delivery services this week, trying not to go into stores as much as I can. Yeah, look at you, aren't you so cute? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that little notification bell so that you know every time I put out a new video. And we will see you guys soon.